Gary Gensler gets grilled and annihilated in Congress and is definitely on his path to his own demise, probably from, he's a puppet. So the puppeteers are the ones that are pushing his narrative and that are definitely pushing him. So, people call Gary Gensler, whatever they want to call him, lizard, whatever. But at the end of the day, the man is obviously trying to do what he has been told to do, not necessarily what he actually wants to do, because I'm pretty confident that Mr. GG owns some crypto and some Bitcoin himself, if you had to really look very, very deep and hard and go and see if you can find some stuff there. But nonetheless, guys, cheers to you all. Welcome back to the Crypto Bliss Show. I'm Kiara DeCass. Thank you for being here with me today. In this video, we are going to dive very, very deep into exactly what happened in yesterday's Congress meeting. We got a few clips and snippets to show you, so we're going to keep it as light as possible. In the meantime, thank you for being here with me today. I really do appreciate you. And if you guys want to go ahead and trade crypto with me, make sure to go and click down in the descriptions of these videos, pinned in the comments. You will find a link just for you, a very special link where you guys can go ahead and get yourself an absolutely incredible and powerful, benevolent amount of energy right there. Bonuses waiting for you. Do not miss out on that opportunity, guys. Okay, let's delve right into the content right here, right now. But before I do, firstly, crypto market cap. I haven't done this for a little while. I'm not going to take a look at the news. The economic calendar, in other words, today. So just under the 1 trillion level. Bitcoin is sitting at 42 billion trading volume. Bitcoin is sitting at 26,464. ETH just above at $1,616. The Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 46, so not much big crazy difference out there today. The bubbles are pumping. You can see here we've got Bitcoin Cash, Comp, Rollbit, Lido, Maker, Luncy, Link, Rune. They're all pumping today. Hex is down for the day, so crazy beautiful things happening here, guys. All right, let us go and have a look at some of the videos that I wanted to go and chat to you guys about. First of all, I just wanted to show you this picture here from Bankless. Quite a few of the stuff that I'm going to show you is from Bankless, so shout out to Bankless HQ. So Gary Gensler, he's crying, he's reaping, and as I've said in the past, I've been, it's so funny. Actually, it's a good meme, I must say. Let's go and have a look at the first video of him getting grilled in court, guys. First one is where he actually was photobombed. So somebody photobombed Gary with the Coinbase stand with Crypto Shield. So check this out.
Why do you believe Bitcoin is not a security?
Thank you, Chair. And I think you're referencing remarks I made as a professor at MIT.
If I have to show you something over here, you can see what's behind Gary's shoulder. So in 2023, in yesterday's Congress meeting, there was the Coinbase, the base logo. And in 2017, there was somebody there behind Janet Yellen, saying, buy Bitcoin, with the dude smiling his ass off there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you guys have bought Bitcoin or own some Bitcoin, smash the thumbs up on the video. I want to see how many people in my community own Bitcoin. All right, guys. Coming back and drawing back to the content. So this one is from Ivan on Tech. And basically, Gary tries to escape a simple question and gets caught fast.
Your view on Bitcoin, you've made comments on this. You believe Bitcoin is not a security. Is that true?
Well, I think the staff of the SEC have also, and the prior chair.
I'm just asking you this question, and this is not a gotcha. I thought there's going to be an easy softball into harder questions. Do you think Bitcoin is a security?
No, I think I've said this in the past that I think that it doesn't
I'm asking you to answer
test.
my question now. This is not supposed to be hard.
I know. I said it does not meet the Howey test, which is the law of the land about being an investment.
So it doesn't meet the Howey test. So therefore, it's a commodity. Is that fair?
I would say it's not a security, and then the test is otherwise for other laws.
video. That was insane. He literally is getting pummeled. And that's just the beginning, guys. Check out this next video here, where Congress pushes Gary Gensler hard on his FTX connections.
You should be transparent with Congress regarding your interactions with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. That's the investigation we started last Congress. Finally, your lack of responsiveness to this committee's legitimate oversight continues to be unacceptable. And I want to finish here. In February, the committee made multiple requests for documents to the Securities Exchange Commission. This is normal congressional oversight. Yet 7 months later, the committee has not received a single non-public document that was not part of a FOIA production. As I said, our patience is wearing thin. The SEC is not above the law, nor is it unique. Other financial regulators have routinely complied with congressional oversight. So let me be clear. I do not want to be the first chairman of this committee to issue a subpoena to the Securities Exchange Commission. And you should not want to be the first SEC chair to receive a congressional subpoena. Either we find a path forward where the SEC recognizes Congress as a co-equal branch of government and is responsive to our oversight duties, or my option is to issue a subpoena. It's time for you to consider the lasting consequences of your actions, and what that means to the Securities Exchange Commission's reputation long term. While your time in this role may be temporary, the repercussions for your actions may be permanent for the agency. I yield back.
Like a machine gun going. Bye-bye, Gary Gensler. You're on your way out. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Thank you, so that we can actually see crypto grow. Why did the internet just go whoop? You know, guys, if you watched my video yesterday that I put out for you over here, if you haven't watched that yet, go watch that video. Very, very, very powerful and important to know what's going on in the crypto space actually. Okay. So next video is from Bankless. So, from Bankless again. So shout out to Bankless. And let's go and check this video out, guys, because he gets grilled once again in the video. And this is a very, very simple question. If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction? And this is from Richie Torres.
Suppose I were to purchase a Pokemon card. Would doing so constitute a security transaction?
You could purchase a Pokemon card. I don't know what the context is, but if you're just purchasing a Pokemon card.
If I purchase a Pokemon card, is that a security transaction?
That's not a security.
Okay. If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction?
I'd have to know more.
Okay. So for you, the process of tokenization is what transforms a non-security transaction into a security transaction?
Look. If the investing...
I thought you were technology neutral.
He's asking very simple questions. Why can't... Gary Gensler is prohibiting himself from saying directly yes or no. Do you know why he is doing that, guys? Because the powers that be that are controlling him and that his pockets are lined from, okay, the interests of some of the largest institutions in the world, let us not name them, okay, he is trying to protect them, and he says he has the U.S. investors' best interest at heart. Well, guys, I don't believe so, because if you can't even answer a simple question, is if I were to buy a Pokemon card, is that a security? No, it's not. If you were to tokenize it, is it a security? No, it's not. It's a digital contractual asset. Okay, so let's go and visit the next video here. Once again, shout out to Bankless. This one
of the biggest
is where
banks in the
he
world,
actually gets grilled
you
like
amassed
crazy here, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this one, because this one is where he gets knocked out the park.
Given your 18-year career at one of the biggest banks in the world and the personal financial fortune you amassed there, do you think it's possible for you to serve as an impartial regulator and not favor large financial intermediaries?
Absolutely, sir.
Well, Mr. Gensler, do you believe the vast majority of digital assets meet the investment contract test and are therefore securities operating illegally outside of the U.S. regulatory umbrella?
As I've said, many of these assets are basically the public is anticipating
Sir, is that a yes?
based on the efforts of others.
Is the answer then yes?
Again, without prejudging anyone, I do think that the significant
Reclaiming my
majority
time.
are
I'll take it as a
investment
yes. And to be
contracts.
clear, sir, this perspective has nothing to do with a concern you noted in a speech last year where you said, quote, "Over the past year, several bank executives have shared their concerns with me about the sheer number of depositors who have moved money from their bank accounts into crypto-related exchanges and wallets," end quote. Right?
The concern that those bank executives raised was that there's
Again, I'm
those
reclaiming my time,
customers were
sir.
getting
No,
hurt. in
I've
the
asked you to
market.
answer the questions as short as I can so I can use the time I have, and it's clear that you would like to avoid answering the questions, in my opinion. An Obama-appointed judge in the Southern District of New York, a bank-friendly jurisdiction where you bring most of your cases, recently found that decentralized financial technology, quote, "not only removes the so-called middlemen from these transactions, but it also allows users to interact through a variety of methods in an easy and efficient manner," end quote. The court also said underwriters, like the ones at banks where you work, sir, are, quote, precisely the types of individual roles that decentralized exchanges were designed to eliminate, end quote. Mr. Gensler, can you assure this committee that your style of regulation by harassment towards digital asset innovation is to the benefit of every American and not driven by your desires to protect industry incumbents?
This is a field that's rife with fraud and manipulation, and I'm looking out for the American investors who've been hurt by the crypto.
Yeah. I'll reclaim
fraudsters
my
and
time. Mr.
scammers.
Gensler, despite your years of rhetoric, like today, I'm convinced you are not an impartial regulator. Instead, it's clear that you are working to consolidate your own power, even though it means crushing opportunities for everyday Americans and, frankly, the financial future of this country. Even the federal courts are highlighting the damage you, sir, are doing to our constituents, and they're telling you that you don't have the legal authority to accomplish your goal of squashing competition in the financial markets. Congress has been telling you that too. Now, Mr. Gensler, I believe our great financial system is the definition of freedom in this country, and congressional policies must provide room for the traditional financial system to evolve alongside the disruptive digital asset ecosystem. That said, it cannot be understated that a common theme throughout your career, sir, is your relentless loyalty to the largest financial institutions at the clear expense of innovation, competition, and everyday Americans. I yield back.
I suspect some large financial institutions
Somebody
would not
yields
agree
back.
with that.
There's no question, sir. I've yielded back my time.
Oh, Mr. Thomas Emma. He is a relentless Republican beast out there to save crypto, out there to protect investors like yourself and myself against pricks like Gary Gensler. Okay. He is not doing his job, Mr. GG. Okay. And he deserves to be fired and released from his position. But as you and I both know, it is only a matter of time. And I think that he will be released long before his term ends in 2020. I think it's 2025 or 2026, something like that. So,
We've got serious questions to answer to the public and to Congress, and we intend to get your compliance. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. And with that, I yield back. The ranking member is now recognized for 5 minutes.
So this is the last video that I'm going to show you. Thanks again to Bankless for all of the content. Appreciate all the hard work that you did here as well. So basically, yeah, he's getting clobbered.
Frankly, you're front-running Congress, you're front-running the courts, you're front-running even the own administration, and no one has held you to account for that. I mean, I wish the Biden administration would say you're fired, but the list of folks they need to do that for is long. Congress hopefully will with the SEC Stabilization Act. I yield.
They're trying to get the riffraff out and make sure that it's done properly for protecting investors, not just institutions who are always front-running. Because the SEC is busy front-running the entire market. Okay, but guess what? If you're using my links down below and you're going ahead and buying some Bitcoin and crypto right now, you will be front-running the SEC. So I hope you're doing exactly what I'm doing and so many other investors and YouTubers in the crypto space have been doing for some time now, regardless of Gary Gensler's prohibitive remarks and control. So I just want to go and show you these last two articles here very, very quickly before we finish off. the last one here is that Ethereum futures ETF could start trading next week. Okay. An impending US government shutdown may be accelerating the launch of Ether futures ETF, an analyst suggests. So looking like the SEC is going to let a bunch of Ethereum ETF futures go next week potentially. Now, update, the SEC hearing wants to accelerate the launch of ETH futures ETFs because they want it off their plate before shutdown. So they've asked the filers to update their docs by Friday PM. No small task to jam into 48 hours, especially for indie issuers, so they can go F Monday and trade Tuesday. How's that? How's that? Okay. So this article here as well. Okay, as you can see, so keep it simple. Pivot underway and likely to complete today. Major expansion led by Bitcoin taking markets to all-time high. So the Dixie is definitely, as you can see here, looking like it wants to round off, just like it's done. I've been showing this to you guys for some time now. The Dixie is at the greatest level of resistance it has seen in a very, very long time. Okay, look at this. Resistance, 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 guys. Very, very oversold. Very, very overbought. Very overbought. Very overbought. Very overbought on the RSI. The Dixie is going to come down very soon, guys. I don't believe it has much more space. At the most, I think it could probably come up here, like I previously said to you. But right now, guys, I think it's a long way from going any further high. Now, the NASDAQ, guess what? The NASDAQ is looking for support. If it breaks through the support, it's going to come down. But guess what? It bounced off the support every single second time. It broke through there, bounced off the support, and guess what? It made its way back up. I'm pretty confident it's going to do the same thing soon. Who knows? I don't know. Let me know what you think, but down below. But guess what? Bitcoin over here, as you can see, boom, fueled rally. Boom, fueled rally. Then here was the sell-off, okay, on the Dixie. Boom, fueled rally. Boom. Sell-off on Dixie, rally in Bitcoin. Boom, red bottom on Bitcoin. Boom, great rally and turn down on Bitcoin. Boom, bottom. Guess what? We bottomed out here. Boom. Guess what? Are we about to make a huge, crazy rally? And are we about to see something incredible in the Bitcoin price and the Bitcoin chart? Well, guys, I have been showing you for some time now that we have multiple bullish patterns in Bitcoin on your higher time frames. Now, here, I have no clue what happened here yesterday. We had this crazy rally and then this crazy bump down. But you know, guys, there is a lot of resistance here right now because sellers are pushing the market price down, or at least trying. But on the daily, the Bitcoin price has now come to the overextended point on the RSI. And like I said to you guys, this is looking ultra major bullish for the Bitcoin chart. So, see to get my little wick down here. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. So that's looking ultra bullish. Lower lows on the RSI and higher lows on the price action. Okay. Now, that's where we are, guys. We're literally about to obliterate the beautiful price action. So, two Democrats, this is something that I need to show you because Congress of the United States, Washington, okay, 26th of September 2023. And this letter was actually addressed to Gary Gensler. All right. So basically, two Democrats and two Republican members of the House of Financial Services Committee just told Gary Gensler to approve the Bitcoin ETFs. So not only because there's more Republicans that are for Bitcoin than Democrats. There's no doubt about it, guys. We all know that. But basically, they're saying we need this shit to move along now. Like, get over it. Get over yourself, and it's time to approve. So the position has been affirmed by 3-0 by the United States Court of Appeals for District of Columbia last month. And basically, he is now going to be put under immense amounts of pressure to basically approve a Bitcoin spot ETF. Guys, and if you think Bitcoin isn't going to start rallying like crazy upon this news, well, then have a look at the weekly chart here on Bitcoin and look at where we're at. Because on the weekly and on the daily, we're actually very, very, very oversold on the RSI and we are looking ultra juicy. And guess what? We have the same thing. Higher lows happening here and lower lows happening here. This is extraordinarily beautiful because that is called hidden bullish divergence. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and trade with me and you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That would be truly appreciated. Like the video so that you can spread the crypto love that you need to know with your friends and your family. And in my personal view, you should definitely be investing in Bitcoin before Gary Gensler gets fired, because he's the culprit of suppressing a huge portion of this market in the way that it is right now. So thank you for being here with me, you blessed beautiful souls. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Love you lots. We'll see you on the next one, blessed souls.